talk about education. Yeah, the home education as a term represents educational impact of the family on children. It has been proved that in the various family environments, children to acquire a variety of experiences through performing various activities and is constantly exposed to a range of influence and expectations from the people that he or she cohabits. It is an undeniable fact that parents are the ones who brought the children in life.
Mhm.
It is similar to marriage. They are the ones who reproduce the humankind in a given society. As in this way, they contribute to the development of human history. Parents or family as a whole are one of the direct holder of an educational work.
Mhm.
Children have two main educators in their lives, their parents and their teachers. Parents are the ground educators until the child attends nurseries or starts school and remain a major influence on their children's learning through school and beyond. The parents take a crucial stand when it comes to their children's development and education at home, as the parents themselves are the ones to take care of the overall children physical and intellectual development to the point that they get independent and ready to face with the challenges of the society they live in. From all what was said so far, we may conclude that the education is a premises of a family life has a double meaning. Firstly, it must be seen through a perspective of its contribution to the overall child present of the education, which is crucial to his or her proper formation of children's personality and further on his or her preparation for leading an independent life. On the other hand, the focus must be put on the family as whole and the role of children, which must be placed on their approach and contribution concerning family problems, which should be dealt with and finally solved by them.
Here.
Okay, busy life and worry about family life make parents sometimes not spend time at the children's side. However, taking the time to follow the development and checking up the child is still a necessary condition
Okay.
to understand.
So which part is it? Is that romantic? The career. Okay.
The positive, help your child be happy and healthy, always feel love, be confident and wise.
Wise.
Negative, they see all people changing, depression. Most of you will be directed, dependent on the ground, and if your bad mood will be badly affected because the environment around you away. A lot of people think that the more money you have, the more you can invest in your children's education. You can put your children in a good school, study more classes. Give your child a good school or study abroad. But that is wrong. What children need is the love of family. The parenting to their children affect the future of parents is the best educational foundation for their children. A good child, a well education, child can grow up anywhere and respected by anyone. A well behaved family is a foundation for raising children so they have good and educated quality. child, if children are concerned by their parents, it's very difficult to integrate with the social
Too long, Emma. Sum it up. God.
environment and people around.
God.
The education of children plays a very important role. It affects the development and future of your child. I think depend on parents now. Helpful high parent, domineering
God.
parent, easy parent, neglect parent, and dyslexic parent.
God. You should have used the mind map to summarize. God. Now next.
Um,
Now just question 1. Okay, that's it. Now the unknown. Okay, your arguments. The unknown. Come on. No, it's time. The unknown. Okay, how do parents affect their children? Okay, question 1 now. Done. Another clip. Okay. Children see, children learn. Very good. God. Wow. God, you should have used the mind map. This thing, God. Ooh. Now, okay. Now, the unknown. Question 1. Okay. Let's leave it there. Okay. Now, question 1. Back to question 1, please. Your slides. How do parents affect their children? Back to that slide, please.
Number one.
Yeah, question 1. Back to the slide. God.
About question 1, in my opinion, as a parent, everyone wants their children to have a good, bright future. Desiring your child to study well, obediently, politely is the common mentality of parents. However, today, some parents are so expecting their children's ability that they are inappropriate ways of working their children that affect their children's academic performance. They don't understand that their children are still children. But a child is flexibility, not in position, forcing her
It's okay. Leave it on the floor.
to be like this and that. Following were knowing expectation of our parents.
Hurry up, focus.
About the education.
So in education, okay, in terms of education, children have to learn whatever their parents want them to learn, right? In Vietnam, okay, they don't have any other options. They are not allowed to choose, right? Okay, now number 2, romantic relationship of parents.
In the romantic relationship of parents,
romantic relationship of children. Do their parents decide on their future boyfriend or girlfriends?
They want their children date with someone.
To date someone who, who is?
Who is good.
Yes, of course. And just good. Being good is not enough. We have even.
Have a good finance.
Good finance. Okay, financially stable. Okay. Who is good and financially stable? Anything else? Huh? God.
Same religion.
Okay. Who has the same religion? Okay. Anything else? Do you agree or disagree, team of Wonder Women? Okay, take notes and try to counter the arguments. Okay. That's it? That is for romantic relationship with parents. Now just hold on for a second for this part. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Children's parents decide on their kids' marriage. That's all. Hold on for romantic relationship. Do you agree on this? Wonder Women team? Disagree. Okay. Now your counter arguments.
Yeah, because the parents should tell their children to choose what they want to marriage.
Who they want to marry?
Yeah, instead of that, they can teach the children how to have a romantic relationship.
How? How can parents teach their children?
Kids learn everything from their parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, including the relationship modeling.
Sorry?
Modeling.
The modeling, okay, modeling parenting.
Yeah, such as their parents' marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they see how parents treat each other,
Mm-hmm.
and that will affect kids' future relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, living in the same house, kids see all the improvements
Mm-hmm.
and all the disagreements. Yeah, but doesn't fully understand the reasons of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they can start to think that it is a part of a normal family life.
Mm.
So if you don't want this to happen, you need to teach your kids relationship lessons with some examples.
Mm-hmm.
First, kids also need to see that parents always take care of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, remember that if you sometimes choose to ignore your partner's needs,
Mm-hmm.
kids will see as well and think it is normal to not consider family member needs.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
right. Good.
Let the kids see that problems is a part of a family life,
Mm.
and make them understand that they are common for all the family.
All right.
Never show the discontent in this kinds of situations.
Mm.
Also, it is useful to show kids that there is a need for a romance and privacy in relationship.
Romance and
Privacy.
privacy. God.
Yeah, of course you don't need to tell all the details.
Mm.
You just need to tell your kids that you have some time to have some fun.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good.
Yeah, that will teach your kids that marriage or partnership is not all about parenting and responsibilities, and parents have their private
Grab a
life
seat
too.
here next to Anna.
And the parents have their private lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last thing every parent should teach their kids is that you have to love your partner no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is not enough if you only don't fight in front of your kids.
Mm-hmm.
They also need to see that you enjoy the marriage. And
Marriage.
family life.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, they won't be interested to have a serious relationship in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You should say nice things
Mm-hmm.
to your partner, smile,
Mhm.
treat each other well, give gifts,
Mm-hmm.
and show how nice it is to have a husband or wife that loves you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you. Very good. Now, Wonder Women, anything you want to counter arguments? Anything you disagree with? In terms of romantic relationship? Okay, now next, talking about career. Tiny, continue. Go. How do parents affect their children in terms of career? Continue, Tiny. How can parents affect their children in terms of career? Come on. God, are you prepared for this point?
About the career, parents want to their children choose a career according to their wishes.
Children. Again, please. Children choose.
One children choose a career according to their
Parents' wishes. Okay, a child. God.
They think their children's abilities.
God. That's it? So again, the parents decide on their kids' career.
Yes.
So the children don't get to choose. They don't have any voice. They cannot voice their opinions. Come on.
Some parents are expecting their child's abilities. And they want them to get a good job to
Oh, God. Okay, thumbs up. Now, your turn. What are women? Career. In terms of career, how do parents affect their children? Emma? God. Oh dear. Hurry up, we don't have much time. God.
Depression is the career parents affect the child. They allow the depression.
Depression. Why depression? For example, God, how can parents cause a depression to their children? God. How can they do it? God. God. Oh dear. God. Now next point, parenting their children. In terms of parenting to their children, yes, the way you teach your future kids. Okay, should your parents interfere with the ways you teach your children? Should grandparents interfere with the way parents teach their children? How? Okay, for example, how much do grandparents interfere with teaching kids? God. For example, when you were kids, did your grandparents interfere with your parents Okay, like hey, you should teach your son, your daughter this way or that way. You shouldn't teach this way or that way, for example. That's how they interfered. Especially if your grandparents loved you so much, they would interfere with your parents in terms of teaching. Come on.
Their children also often have low difficult in social relationship. Moreover, when far away from their parents, their children become easily damaged
Easily damaged by.
by parents.
By their parents? What do you mean? God. You're not sure about what you're talking about. Now the unknown. The last point. God.
In my view, parents educate children
God.
that when a child grows up in a family with parents who know how to love, care, accept, support, not just not compare their children with their children.
With other children.
For other children, the child will feel safe and stable,
Hmm?
and develop. Moreover, the affection of parents will become a measure of their personalities and attitudes later. Parents show affection, children are more successful. That's
So if your grandparents show affection to your parents, you will learn about the affection, the love, okay, the feelings, and you will be successful. That's it. All right, thank you. Now next question. Yes. Okay, you want to support the audience now?
Okay, so
In the old times, when I was young, a kid,
no,
hundreds of years ago.
hundreds of years ago, grandparents teach their children by let them be, and they can do whatever, and they just care about finance for them to eat, to go to school or some clothes. But now parents in a modern life cannot ignore them like that. They need to tie their children carefully, because in modern life have a lot of crimes, and yes, that is difference. And modern parents cannot apply the old ways of their science
Of their parents.
to teach their
Okay,
kids now.
very good. Okay, it's old fashioned. That way was old fashioned. Okay. Now, anything else? Okay, now question 2. Hurry up, go. God, just
My turn. On behalf of my group, I'd like to talk to you about living in different culture. My talk will take about 7 minutes, and I divided my talk into 2 parts. In the first part, I'm going to say about advantages. In the second part of my talk, I'm looking about drawbacks. I'll be glad to answer any question at the end of my talk. That's all for the introduction.
Okay.
Now let's move on in the first part. Of my talk, which is about advantages of living in different culture. There are 3 things to consider. First, you meet lots of new people and make new friends. Well, When you live in different country, um, you can expand your relationship with many people, and I think that is the best chance for you guys improve your communication skill. Second, you travel to many fabulous places. That sounds interesting, huh? You can you can travel many places that you want, but in my opinion, everything depends on your budget, right? But if you don't have enough money to travel, don't worry too much, because you need to believe that your dream come true in one day. So just go to sleep. Just kidding. Third, a rare opportunity to change your job or learn something new. Well, when you live in different country, you may have worked with many foreigner or westerner or something like that, and you can learn a lot from them. You can learn how to work productively and efficiently. So that's the reason why you can get a high promotion easier, or get a better job. So that's complete about advantages of living in different country. Now let's move on in the drawbacks of living in different country. There are 4 things to consider. First, challenge in adapting. Well, when you live in your country, I say that in your country, your mom will take a good care of you. She wash your laundry, she clean up your room, or cooking or something like that. In general, your parents take a good care of you. But when you live in different country, you need to do everything by yourself without any help. Second, a homesickness. I make sure that in the first time, most people feel lonely or insecure, and they want to come back to their hometown, but they can't. And in my opinion, when you feel insecure or lonely, you need to remember why are you start, why are you stay here, and try your best, and the rest will come. Third, language barrier. To be honest, I don't want to add this information in my talk, but I think it's very common and reality. Because some of people, they think that they're good at English, they're good at Portuguese or something like that. But in the first time, they will be shocked because the local people talk too fast, or the accent sound very weird. And the last but not least, very high standard of living. Well, when you wake up and open your eyes, you think that, oh my god, today I have to pay the sales tax, you have to pay payroll tax, you have to pay gift tax, you have to pay property tax, a lot of I have to pay. So I think in the first time it's so hard for you, but in the second time, in the third time, you will have a big debt. Just kidding. So if I have an opportunity to emigrate to another country, I'm willing, because I don't want to stay at this fucking paradise Vietnam anymore. So that's complete for disadvantages. Thank you for listening.
Okay, very good. Now that's the question 2. Now the honor, your arguments. Agree or disagree?
Well, all of benefits of living a different background, and I told almost all of them. So I just like support her some idea. Well, make a lot of friends, of course, and great opportunity of job. And next is on a lot of communication skills.
Lots of communication skills. How?
Like you can have a lot of chance to interact a lot of type of people and some hard, difficult situation. You can treat them perfectly. About the advantages, okay, you live far from home. Homesickness is inevitable. You may lose the sense of home between you and your relatives. You cannot feel their hearts immediately. And yes, that's my
That's your
opinion.
Added opinions.
Okay. I agree with Wonder Woman about this advantage. But I have more thinking about the advantage. It's like you have a struggle with communication. They have it also, but I mean when you talk to other people, you cannot listen to them and you cannot understand what they want to say because they use another word, another meanings. And the second one, I have remember on rules. Every country have their own rules. I mean about laws, traffic or something like that. A company also have it. But so I think that's one part disadvantage when you live in another country.
Okay. Good.
And the third one I have this similar about culture. I mean, if you live in a country like Japan or Korea, they care about traditional a lot. They always have to say hello or something like that. But in Vietnam, you just need to do this. You just smile with them. It's okay. Yeah, but in Japan or Korea, if you just say that, they will say you are impolite.
Impolite.
Yeah.
Impolite.
Yeah, impolite. So I think it's a bad thing if you live in another country. And the fourth one, I have different about times. I mean, Asia, USA, and Europe is a big difference about time. If you live in Asia in the morning, that means at night in America. Yeah, they change time a lot, and you cannot follow the rules. The timeline when you came there in the first time. The next one I have feel and action are not the same. I mean, there's a lot of things happen every day, and in our country we will resolve our problem very simple. But in their country, it's not like that. It's like in our country, we always use our relationship to resolve everything. But in their country, they have to have boss, manager, or something like that to resolve your situation. The cuisine and lifestyle in opposite way. The cuisine in
Accusing?
cuisine, I mean
Cuisine. The cuisine. Cuisine.
Yeah. In America, they have a lot of food. I mean, it's the taste is easy. But in Japan, if you live there, the taste is very weird. They eat little seafood. It's hard to eat. And they have some weird, like drink or milk, something like that. I watch it on TV and YouTube, so I think it's a weird with Asia and America.
All right. Good.
The last one I have, we will have problem about traffic jam or infrastructure. I mean, for the first time when you go to another country, you will not remember the way to go somewhere, how to go somewhere, how to use transportation or something like that. It's a big difficult when you live in another country. Yeah, so that's all mine.
Okay, very good. Right. Now, next question. Okay, wait. You just take notes, okay? And then you ask later. Take notes, Camila. Okay. Now, question 3.
So straightforward, huh? So the topic that I'm gonna talk about is a beautiful gift that God brings it to us, to human love. What are the advantage and disadvantage of loving people from different cultures? We will move on to the advantage first. I think
Focus, Emma. God.
you will learn and exchange about other cultures. For example, if you are American and you are in love with a Hindu woman or man, you will adapt Bollywood culture, which is interesting. You will have different treats. Loving someone from different cultures become incredibly eye-opening and help you to understand other people's beliefs and traditions. Challenge our thinking. Challenges and difficulties from classic cultures test your love and make your relationship more stronger. Have cause to travel to a new location. This is like a big chance to you.
Have a reason to
Have a reason.
for traveling. God.
You are pushed to see a bigger pictures of the world. Learn the importance of clear communications. Relationship is already hard when you love people from your culture already. And once you love someone from different culture, you have to be patient, be understanding more about his or her culture so that you can understand him. We will move on to disadvantage part.
Disadvantages. Focus, Amber.
Lack of communications. When you are speaking or talking with your mother language, is
Focus, go. Focus, Clara, go.
it's hard. And to me, in my opinion, no one can translate exactly 100% from your mother
Language?
to other language. So it's very hard for you to communications on even when you're argued with your girlfriend or boyfriend. Homesickness. So you have a big chance to move to other country. That means you have to live far away from your families. It will make you miss your mom's food, miss the neighbor, miss your celebration traditions in your country. Celebrating different traditions. Vietnam already has so much celebration in here. We cannot count it. When you love someone from different culture, you have to remember their celebrating day also. You will have a good time to celebrate You will have to party to new holidays and celebration, even if you have no idea what is being celebrated. That's it. Thank you for listening.
Okay, good. Okay, now your turn. The honor.
In my opinion,
So, the advantages. You want to add any